Good evening and salutations, my Jade fans. So, let's start off with Chase. Chase has been operating on Out of Pocket for a hot minute. And he meets Michael in the steam room. And he essentially starts telling him that Willow would never sit there and shoot anyone. She's kind, she's sweet, she's the mother of your kids. I was like, first of all, bro, you're so out of pocket for so many different reasons. Which is the most obvious, like, bro, do you not understand that Diane could sit there and pretty much have your badge for you practically badgering this man in a goddamn steam room? What are you doing? And so, Michael pretty much tells him about the whole stalking Daisy and everything. And of course, Chase doesn't believe him. And, it's just one of those things where it's like, bro. And then he visits Willow. And he tells Willow that he's going to be investigating the shooting during his off hours. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Anna and Justine is going to be totally okay with you seeing that they're practically working against their case during your off hours. She's like, oh, I'm a private citizen. I can sit there and do that. Yeah, okay. And even Willow's like, I don't want you to do that. That's gonna affect your job. That's gonna affect your family. Now Brooklyn so far has been more than less kind of cool about it, but like I don't know, maybe he's also in some ways kind of avoiding Brooklyn. Remember, not that long ago, he wants to sit there and adopt, a child, and Brooklyn has been keeping that on hold until she can at least start to patch up things with Gio. And they haven't really been showing any sort of resentment from that lately because I guess he's just been busy working on the case. And maybe in some ways, besides the fact that this is just out of pocket for his job, it's a way to sit there and avoid Brooklyn. I don't know. I mean, he wasn't there helping her out with the China and stuff. It almost seemed like it almost seems like they had him operating like he was not still a little pissed off that she held off on the adoption. I remember the last time he was kind of distant or whatever, and it's like, did they forget that he was still kind of upset about that, or like now? Hmm. So this, okay, I'm gonna be honest. This whole Geo scene with Lois, I am so done with not so much really this character, but this whole woe is me. I don't know how to act around y'all. I don't know if I want to have a relationship with them. And on some level, it's like, okay, fine. I get that he's always going to consider Camilla his mother and stuff, right? And I get that, but it's like it's been so long, and he's pushing away school, he's pushing away music, and Lois is like, listen, it's not the music. It's not Brooklyn or Dante. This is me. I did this. And now he's like, I don't know if I want to sit there and have a relationship with them. And I'm kind of just like, did you not learn anything from this funeral with Monica? Or the words of wisdom from Ronnie as far as like, you don't have as much time as you think you do? And, I said this maybe a couple weeks back and I almost kind of forgot about it, is that I feel like the only thing that would sit there and want to moving this process along is if something happened health wise to Brooklyn. Because I feel like he's just, oh, I gotta go see my friends, I gotta go hang out with Emma, I gotta sit there and do some semi private illegal shit. And it's just like, this is just, I just, I'm just so over it at this point. Like, I just don't generally care because it's not so much that they're just spreading this out. It's just like, bro, do you even? It's like you can almost sit there and say, do you even know what you're still mad about? It's like you've been mad so long, you don't even remember. Like, do you even remember why you're mad? Now, Brooklyn comes to see Tracy, and at first Tracy slams the door and is all like, I can't believe you believed her over me. You known this woman for like, what, a day and a half? You know me your entire life. Why would you believe her over me? I'm like, because you have a history. Yeah, we don't count the whole Drew thing. We know you didn't do that, but you did do that to Alexis, right? You did do that to Alexis. That's number one. So she's like, it's not like you're not capable of doing that. Number two, and this is also a very important reason because I've seen this comment. I've seen this type of comment in my chat where people listening to this saying, I can't believe the family betrayed her like that. Didn't stand with her. Oh, they could have stood with her. They could have stood with her and also got kicked the fuck out. And that includes the children as well. Let's be honest. She don't know them from a hole in the wall. She do not know those children from a hole in the wall. So when Brooklyn was like, maybe we should sit there and play nice before she decides to sit there and start kicking people out, that can totally happen. Then she could just sit there and just sell the damn house. We don't know what Ronnie could or will do. So, when people listen to this saying, they didn't stand by her, yeah, they could have all stood by her and they could have all got kicked the fuck out. That's what would have happened. And the children would have got kicked out as well. So maybe they didn't stand by her also because they didn't really have the power to sit there and do anything. Most importantly, they all know about the whole, drugging Alexis. So I don't understand how people are listening to this saying like they didn't stand by her. I don't get that. Like there's an actual reason for that. They didn't just do it because it was like, you know what, Tracy, I'm just tired of your shit. Like there was a reason behind it. And I don't even see that as a betrayal. I see that as you're entitled to ask guy exactly what you deserve. Still love you, but hey, listen, you did that to yourself, girl. She says she loves her and everything like that. And then she leaves. And she gets a call from Lois. She gets a call from Lois. She comes over there, arms crossed, resting bitch face, and then being all like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to stay. I'm like, were you the same girl like 2 episodes that was still sitting there being upset that Gio wouldn't sit there and let you into her life? Let you into his life? But you won't sit there and do that for the woman who raised you for 20, 30 something years. So it's very difficult for me to sit there and have any sort of compassion at all. Like you're a goddamn hypocrite. Um, Now Jacinda is with Christine. And Christine's just being overprotective, asking like, what's going on? You two moving really fast, da this, da that. And just, running her through the ringer. Then after that, she is like, let's go out for some coffee. Meanwhile, Marty is not there catching Drew up on the fact that uh, Ronnie's in town, and that's Monica's sister and everything like that. They all meet up, and Christina starts not there going at it with Drew back and forth, and Drew's like, you don't want to mess up the deal that I got going on with Alexis. And then looks at Jacinda is like, you drug me, and the next time I see you, there's a good chance that I may sit there and want to see you with the boys in blue. They go back and forth, and of course Jacinda's like, you can try your best, this, that, and the third, you can't prove anything. But when they leave, she goes and sees Michael, and she's like, I may be in a bit of trouble, and I might have to leave. I'm sorry I can't be your alibi, but I got priors, and he's a congressman, and if we're going to be honest, you did wind up drugging him. So it's not, they prove it, which I don't know if they could, but if they prove it, your ass could be grass. And Michael's like, not only do I need for my alibi, but you leaving may make you look worse. And to be honest, they may sit and even blame you for the shooting because you do have an axe to grind. Not as much as just in the set, but who knows? And I think that was more for Michael to sit there and kind of scare her into staying. And then he's like, no, let's just stick to the plan. I'm gonna pay you to fall in love with me. You're gonna pay. Wait, hold on. Let me get this straight, Michael. You're gonna pay the updated pretty woman to fall in love with you. Bro, why did your plans just seem like they're just getting worse and worse? Like nobody believes you as far as this alibi you being with a escort. And now she just what fell in love with you? Come on, bro. I forgot the other chick name, the one that worked at the Bunny Ranch or something. And Sam knew, but it ain't her. By the way, I wonder whatever happened to that actress. Also, there was another character named Summer, somebody that Lucky was going out with. I gotta see what she's up to too. Let's see. Oh, Cody gets to sit there and meet Ronnie, and Ronnie's like, I have a weakness for cowboys, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Clint won't like to live, got it. Um, but then they start to kind of get to know each other. They talk about Tracy. They talk about Drew and how bad Drew is. Um, and basically, Smith is saying that Tracy, she's a lot of things. She's mean, she's entitled, but she's loyal, and you know, um, just trying to speak positive about her. And then she takes a box that the moving company forgot. And my whole thing is while Tracy's not there unpacking, like there's like tons of boxes, and I'm just like, have you never heard of this thing called storage? Listen, it's already bad enough that you're not there sleeping on her couch. You're encroaching on her space with her two teenage children. And now you have a ton of boxes just in the goddamn living room. Just a complete and utter mess. Also, towards the end, Drew comes to the door. And when Ronnie opens the door and sees him, he's like, you know what? I'm good with the Lord. So and he's just like, oh, let me see what I can sit there and do to help you out. Now, eventually, I saw in the previews they're gonna probably get to know each other. Because Cody was not there telling Ronnie stories about Congressman Cutthroat and everything like that, which is really kind of odd because you would sit there and think that she would know who Drew is and what Drew would look like if you were doing all these back and forth emails or letters and stuff like that. Like, she didn't recently tell you about the problem she was having with Drew and showed you a picture or anything like that. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sitting there thinking about it and I'm like, okay, maybe they didn't. Maybe when Monica was not there talking to Ronnie, it was just letters, right? When she saw the family for the first time or whatever, maybe that's the first time she saw their faces. So it's possible that she doesn't know what Drew looks like. But everyone was sitting there filling her in on Drew. And you would sit there and think that like Monica never sat there and was talking about some of the issues that she had with Drew. Like it's kind of weird. And the thing is, again, even if Tracy's right, she's going about it in a very piss poor way. Up until a point where she's like, listen, I apologize for being nasty and rude, but I'm not going to apologize for thinking that she's up to something. Just that way she could try to move back into the house. Maybe, who knows? Um, Oh, and Alexis did sit there and agree to um represent Willow, and told her the reason why, that she didn't really have too much of a choice, that pretty much he was using Scout as a bargaining chip, and even Willow was like, well, damn, I'm sorry to hear that. Um but she gave her statement, her story, and stuff like that. So Alexis was like, I'm gonna work on that. And then um came across Christina and told Christina that she was defending Willow. And the look on Christina's face was like, what the but she's gonna sit there and fill her in on why she's doing what she's doing. You know. Now I feel like that's about it. I was sitting there going back and forth between if I was gonna do a live stream tonight. And I'm like, I'm tired. Like, I've been up since like 4 this morning, and this week has just been hell because my coworker is, well, pretty much on vacation, and that person does these 6 o'clock in the morning shifts every day. So every day this week, I've been waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's been hell. And I'm like, honestly, tell you the truth, after Beyond the Gates, I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm not even, I was gonna be like, just watch some Gen V. I was like, nope, I'm just gonna go to sleep. I got one more day of it. Um, and then tomorrow, I have to wake up so early so I can sit there and stream and not really have to worry about the time and stuff like that. So I just feel like tomorrow will just be a lot better, to stream than tonight because it's just, it wasn't a bad day, just a long day. And yeah, I feel like that's pretty much about it. Now, if I missed anything, write it in the comment section below. I will be back tomorrow to sit there and do another live stream. I was supposed to sit there and do my Days of Our Lives review, and I don't even know if I actually am up to doing it. I feel like I probably could, but we'll see. Anyway, if I forgot anything, write in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are, and anything that well, I'll talk about this. I'll talk about this episode on tomorrow's stream, and just kind of give a little bit more of my deep dive thoughts or whatever. And same thing for tomorrow. We'll sit there and talk about tomorrow's episode as well. Members, I will not be streaming this Saturday. I have a birthday event to attend to, but I will be streaming on Sunday. So Sunday will be the member stream. Saturday I won't be streaming because I have a birthday event to attend to. So, but I will be streaming tomorrow though, for everyone. So that's going to be unlocked. Anyway, if I forgot anything, let me know in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video.